Alrighty, good evening everybody and welcome inside the Alumni Healthy Living Center on the campus of Western New England University here in Springfield for this late season Commonwealth Coast Conference matchup between the home Golden Bears of Western New England University and the Seahawks of Salve, Regina University. And you're watching this game live on this Wednesday evening here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network, with special thanks to the Office of Alumni Affairs and Alumni Association of Western New England University. And before we begin the actual volleyball portion of tonight's broadcast, I want you to make sure you're paying special attention to the upper right-hand corner of your computer screen. You'll see the hashtag #PlayForJody. And as we make our way through these warm-ups, you also see that instead of the normal blue and yellow and white warm-ups that Western New England volleyball would be wearing, there's a special orange one. This is all for Jody Lemoy, the business manager here at Western New England University for the athletic department, diagnosed with leukemia a short while ago. So the athletic department, the entire school, has made it their initiative to raise awareness and funds. And one of the ways they're doing that is for these orange warm-up shirts that can be purchased anywhere on Western New England's campus, $10. And all of the athletic teams will be wearing them. It's not officially an orange out, but a little bit of a change in the color scheme here at WNEU tonight, all in honor of Jody Lemoy, the business manager, who has been diagnosed with leukemia. Best wishes to him, and the entire athletic season has been dedicated to him, and that's what the Golden Bears, they've been honoring him all year, and we'll notice these orange warm-ups and some decals on the football helmets as well, number 2, in honor of him and his playing days, as the orange is the special color in regards to raising the funds and awareness for him. It's a WNEU shirt and Golden Bears underneath, and on the back it's that ribbon with JL and hashtag #PlayForJody. So make sure we are raising awareness, and also you can buy these shirts on Western New England's campus for $10. All proceeds go to the Lemoy family as they battle through this as a group for Jody, the business manager here at Western New England University. Also, just a note for tonight's broadcast, there will be a 10-minute delay between the second and third set. There will be an opportunity for some on-court games for the spectators here under NCAA rules. It is allowed, so we'll have a bit of a break in between sets 2 and 3. For about 10 minutes, there will be a serving contest down on the floor, and we'll make sure you can get some great views of that. I'm not going to be calling it, unfortunately, but be able to watch that in between sets number 2 and sets number 3. However, as we now turn our attention back to the actual contest at hand, it is Western New England University against Salve, Regina University. Salve out of the state of Rhode Island, and Western New England out of Springfield, Massachusetts. And the Golden Bears have a perfect 4-0 record in the CCC, which puts them in second place in the conference and half a game up, on Salve, Regina. On the other side of the coin, however, Western New England has lost 3 in a row and 4 out of 5. The only positive of that losing streak is that they've all come in non-conference games. And then for this Seahawk team, they're out here warming up on the court, which you can see on your computer screen. They also lost their last game, and they would love to move half a game ahead of Western New England in the CCC standings with a win tonight. And both of these teams trailing in the CCC standings, Roger Williams University, who is unbeaten in Commonwealth Coast play. The Golden Bears have yet to play them. That'll be a big matchup later down the road. But as we make our way through the rest of this pregame show, about 5 minutes before opening tip here inside the Alumni Healthy Living Center, let's take a look at both sides of the ball and get you ready for some volleyball action here on GBSN. First, and as always, we'll turn our attention to the home team, the Western New England University Golden Bears. Overall record of 16-10 this season and 4-0, which puts them in second place in the Commonwealth Coast Conference behind Roger Williams University. And for that, we also take our look around Western New England. They are 6-2 at home, and they have 4 games remaining in their regular season, including tonight, and all of them will be in conference play. This is the second to last home game of the season for the Golden Bears, and they'll be on the road 2 more times moving forward. For Western New England, they dropped all 3 of their matches this past weekend out in Cambridge at the MIT tournament. They dropped a 3-1 decision to Colby College on Friday night, and then a doubleheader Saturday. They fell to Oneonta State of New York 3-2. and then 3-1 to the host MIT Engineers. In that first match, the Golden Bears had one of their worst performances of the season. They committed 16 service errors and hit just .069 as a team. That's never going to get it done, and why they lost 3-1 to Colby College. Turned it around quickly on Saturday afternoon as they took on Oneonta State. They led 2-1 and then in match 2, they led 2-1 in that match, and Oneonta State was able to rally, tie it at 2, and then in the 5th set, Western New England had an opportunity to close it out to at least salvage a victory over the weekend, but fell 15-13. On the bright side, the service game was on point, returning after a dismal performance the night before. Western New England had 14 service aces, and the key stat, 8 blocks for Oneonta State. That was the difference in that match, as 8 points were all that separated the three teams. And then for MIT, the last game of that tournament, the Engineers, who are receiving votes in the D3 national poll, they improved to 22-2 thanks to a 3-1 victory over these Golden Bears. The Engineers hit 271 as a team in a dominant performance. For Western New England, it was the Olivia Lathrop show. We've called her name an awful lot this year. One of the reasons why she is among these first-team honorees in the regular season, at least, for the CCC honors. And Lathrop had a strong tournament, had 14 kills, a team high in the last match against MIT, also 5 blocks. And her performance on Friday and Saturday earned her a spot on the all-tournament team. And then also Jenna Luke in that last matchup had a team high 17 assists. Now, while the overall record isn't all that appealing at 16-10, this team, as I've mentioned already a couple of times, still near the top of the CCC standings, and that's what's going to matter most. You want to get into that conference tournament, maybe have a home game or two, maybe you can host the whole thing if they're able to knock off all these remaining games and stay perfect in conference play. But it's these next 4 games, including tonight, that will determine their seed for the postseason tournament. 2 of those games will be on the road after tonight, and then a showdown at first place and unbeaten Roger Williams. That's next Tuesday. It's a tough out for the Golden Bears. They'll have teams right behind them in the standings along with Roger Williams, but this team has a lot of confidence and can move forward and come away with these 4 wins, break the losing streak, go on to the postseason tournament riding high. And if they're able to do that, we could see some hardware coming back to Springfield. Roger Williams is already 6-0. They only have a couple of games left in conference play, Western New England being one of them. On the other side of the ball, for the Salve Regina University Seahawks, they are 15-8 on the year, 4-1 in conference play. They lost their last contest, and this team is 6-2 on the road. So only a half game behind the Golden Bears entering tonight, as Western New England has that half game lead. They've played one last game in conference play, have the Golden Bears over Salve. For the Seahawks, in their last game, they were swept at Coast Guard in a non-conference matchup on Saturday afternoon. They hit only 124 as a team, and they committed 8 service errors. And those 8 service errors were big, as in the 3-0 sweep. That's a pretty statistical inaccuracy. They lost 3 games to none, but it was a very, very close game. After all 3 sets, it was only an 8-point differential between the teams. Set scores 25-21. Went to extras in number 2, 29-27, and then 25-23 in set number 3. For the Seahawks, the leader in the kill and dig category was Jennifer Duggan. She had 10 and 12 respectively. And then Caitlin Beauregard was second on the team with 7 kills, and she hit a team-high 316. The last time these two teams met, they meet every year in Commonwealth Coast Conference standings. It was a year ago, October 29th, out at Salve, and Salve swept the Golden Bears, improved to 24-3 and 7-1 in the conference. Western New England couldn't get win number 20. They fell to 19-8 and 4-3 in conference play. And a couple of stats from that game. The Golden Bears actually led with 35 kills, but only hit 100 as a team in the sweep. Salve committed only 8 errors on attacks, while the Golden Bears had 24, so missed opportunities for Western New England that led to the sweep. The Seahawks also doubled up the service aces 8-4 and had 6 blocks on the night. Western New England had 0. But Western New England would get the last laugh a season ago as Salve would go on to fall in the conference semis to Endicott and then to Smith in the ECAC New England Tournament semifinals. Western New England would win the ECAC New England Tournament, and that would be how they would wrap up their season. We'll step aside here for the moment, turn you into the public address announcer. You can learn more about this hashtag Play for Jody here on GBSN.
The athletics teams are dedicating the 2014-15 season to Jody with the annual Play for a Cause initiative with Play for Jody Days. Leukemia is a type of blood cancer that begins in the bone marrow and can adversely affect a person's immune system. Jody has bravely begun aggressive chemotherapy treatments to stop the advance of this disease. Jody Lemoy is a two-time graduate of Western New England University and played on the Golden Bears football team from 1998 to 2001 as a starting wide receiver for 3 years. He was a captain during the 2001 season and went on to serve as a graduate assistant for the football program as well as in the W&E athletic department. In an effort to support Jody, his wife, Kristen, and their families, we are using the hashtag #PlayForJody to send thoughts and prayers as well as selling orange Play for Jody t-shirts for $10 during select promotional events. Please join us in helping Jody Lemoy fight this disease. We appreciate your support of Jody, W&E Athletics, and this cause that is so close to our hearts. Now please welcome the starting lineup for the Seahawks. Senior setter from Tiverton, Rhode Island, number 1, Taylor Violet. Junior outside hitter from Milford, Mass., number 5, Chrissy Fraga. Senior libero from Melrose, Mass., number 6, Diana Toro. Senior outside hitter from Merrimack, New Hampshire, number 7, Jennifer Duggan. Sophomore outside hitter from New Bedford, Mass., number 9, Kat Mendez. Senior middle blocker from West Islip, New York, number 13, Erin McCloy. And junior middle blocker from Hamden, Mass., number 16, Emily Lipinski. The head coach of the Seahawks is Lauren Parsons. She is assisted by Maddie Ferreira. And now please welcome the starting lineup for your Golden Bears. From Burke Plank, New York, number 2, Jessica Sincero. Freshman outside hitter from Bethpage, New York, number 4, Sam Hepper. Junior middle hitter from Farmington, Connecticut, number 6, Olivia Lathrop. Senior right hitter from Northfield, New Hampshire, number 9, Carolyn Hadjasek. Junior outside hitter from Groton, Connecticut, number 11, Kelsey Armstrong. Senior outside hitter from Reading, Mass., number 13, Casey Cameron. And senior defensive specialist from Avon, Connecticut, number 14, Grace Kuharski. The head coach of the Golden Bears is Brett Stothard. He is assisted by Rachel Ryan. Tonight's officials are Vicky St. Pierre and Wade Dubois. Now please rise as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
So you were able to hear more of the story regarding Jody Lemoy, the business manager of the athletics department here at Western New England University, and great things that this school is doing in regards to raise awareness and funding to offset his costs. You also heard the starting lineup for both teams. For Western New England, you may have noticed no Carly Skabinski, the freshman, 4th on the team in kills, is out tonight with a concussion, so she will not be a factor this evening. That's a big loss for head coach Brett Stothard, as he would love to have her in that lineup, but it will be Sincero, Heffer, Lathrop, Hadjasek, Armstrong, Cameron, and Kaharski. Then for the visiting Seahawks, Taylor Violet, Chrissy Fraga, Diana Toro, Jennifer Duglin, Kat Mendez, Erin McGloin, and Emily Lipinski. The Golden Bears, the home team in the white uniforms, and the libero, Grace Kaharski, in the blue uniform, and the exact opposite color scheme for Salve, Regina in the blue uniforms, and then the white libero in Diana Toro. So we have the starters and then substitutions coming in, making sure everything is in order. The ball is in play, and we are about to tip off here at the Alumni Healthy Living Center. And to serve for Western New England, they will have the ball right to left across your computer screen. It will be Casey Cameron, the senior from Reading, Massachusetts, second on the team with 180 kills. Also a team high 572 total attacks for the Golden Bears. And we are underway to begin this evening's contest. Quick serve tipped over the top, and we have a whistle and an illegal rotation on Western New England very quickly. Salve with a 1-0 lead. Beauregard checks in for Fraga for Salve. Some noise being made over to our left, served by Salve, and very quickly another point for the Seahawks. It's an ace for Taylor Violet. Cameron wasn't able to hold the serve. Cameron gets that one, set by Sinchero, tipped into the net. Actually make that over. That was Armstrong. Just got enough of that and landed in front of the blockers, Duggan and Violet. Thought that one landed on the Western New England side, but it is not so. 2-1 in favor of the Seahawks. Knuckleballer over by Kaharski. That's tipped at the net and never touched by Golden Bears. So 2 quick points for the home team, tying things at 2. Kaharski to serve once again. She leads the team with 59 aces and 369 digs. Deep serve, getting a piece of that was Caitlin Beauregard. Try the near side, just over the net is Duggan. Over the blockers, a point for the Seahawks. Serving for Salve will be Duggan. Dug out by Cameron. Lathrop with the kill. Diving save kept alive by Toro. Cross court, Western New England's there. Set by Sinchero on the near side. It's Armstrong. And an illegal hit on that one gives the point back to Salve. Early 4-2 lead for the Seahawks. Duggan to serve once again to Cameron. Right down Broadway. It's Olivia Lathrop. Right over that Golden Bear emblem at midcourt. Powered that one home and gave the point back to Western New England. And Jenna Luke will sub in. Second on this team with 361 assists. Luke, the sophomore, low serve. Found by Toro. On the near side of Beauregard. And she gets that in front of Kaharski to answer right back for Salve. 5-3 the score early in set 1. It'll be Toro serving for the Seahawks. Head coach Lauren Parsons in her 3rd season. Long serve. Kaharski keeps it in, and it's sent right back in by Erin McGloin. Nobody really at the net to defend that, as the dig by Kaharski went way too long, and doubling up the score, the Seahawks 6-3. Toro, another serve. Finds the arms of Cameron. On the far side, it's Lathrop. Didn't get everything on that opportunity. It's Beauregard now, and she just tips it over the outstretched arms of Armstrong. And it's a 7-3 lead for the Seahawks early in set number 1. Very good crowd here tonight. Awful lot of orange in the stands as well. Play for Jody. Dug out by the Golden Bears. On the near side, quick tip over by Armstrong, still alive. Coming up from the back, that's Fraga. That ball actually hits a light on top of the HLC ceiling. Western England defensively sends it over. Down the middle, it's Beauregard, and she's blocked by Lathrop and Sinchero. Service back for Western New England, and it will be Kendra Womette. She's second on the team with 58 aces entering tonight. And Womette over, quick set. Right back to Womette for the Golden Bears. miss hit on the set there by Luke. And another point for Salve Regina. Fraga to serve. Dug out by the Golden Bears. Lathrop down the middle. Too high on that set. Had to extend her jump and sent it long. 9-4 the lead for Salve Regina. Serving once again is Fraga, the junior from Milford. Dug out low and on the near side it's Cameron. Blocked but out of bounds on the near sideline. Golden Bears still in it, 9-5 the score very early on. Western New England looking to snap a 3-match losing streak. Late substitution will be Lathrop headed to the bench in front of Alona Kornberg. And Kornberg to serve. Freshman from Fair Lawn, New Jersey. And Kornberg, the jump serve. A couple of Seahawks in the vicinity, but one gets it. And that one had too much power behind it as Luke wasn't able to handle it. Another point for Salve Regina. Still doubling up that lead, 10-5 early in set one. Seahawks swept Western New England a year ago down in Newport. That serve skims the net. Back to the near side it is Cameron. That also got a piece of that. Quickly sent over. Luke reacts. Set. It's going to be put over the top just barely by Womet. On the far side, getting a piece of that was Cameron, but couldn't find a home. And Coach Stothart right along that sideline might be forced to call a timeout here early on. Mendez on the service, set right at the net, and Western New England barely gets it over. Salve on the near side, it's Erin McGloin, and she gets it through the blocker of Heffer and Cameron. 12-5 the score for Salve Regina, and Coach Stothart takes a timeout.
After the second set tonight, there will be a serving contest where you can win your very own WNA t-shirt. When we call you down, just bring $1 down to the floor to earn one serve from the end line. Hit a t-shirt and it's yours. All proceeds go towards the support of Jody and Cancer Research.
So in between the second and third, set a little more on that serving contest. It will be a fundraiser for play for Jody Cause. Any of the various members here will be able to serve it. They hit a t-shirt, they win it. The orange that all of the game crew has on. And a lot of the student athletes in the crowd and spectators and the sports information and GBSN workers have on as well. Tim Culverhouse with you on this Wednesday evening. It's a 12-5 score for Salve in set number one. Western New England had to burn a timeout there. Duggan leading the way for Salve. She has 2 points on 2 kills. Out of the timeout, Mendez on the serve. Womet got a piece of it first, defensively sent over by Cameron. Set down the middle, that one just a little bit behind. Reacting was Koharski. She got a piece of it. Cross-court kill opportunity by Cameron is saved. Duggan. Right to Sinchero. High up the net. Luke got a piece of it. Tipped over the top. And it goes right to the official's chair. And Western New England out of the timeout gets a point. Much needed point at that.
Now in the game for the Golden Bears, number 9, Carolyn Hackensack.
Hackensack back in for Western New England in the white uniforms. Sinchero to serve. Leads this team in assists. Third in aces. Sinchero, no run up, the righty. Tried to go to that back corner, but Mendez was there on the far side. Didn't get a piece. Yes, it did. Or no, it did not, excuse me. Wasn't sure on that official's ruling. That did not ever get a piece of a Western New England player. Went out of play on the Seahawks side, so another Golden Bear point. Sinchero on the service. That handcuffed Fraga momentarily. Defensively sent over by Salve. Regina the set on the near side. It's Cameron, and another point for the Golden Bears. 12-8 the score. Coach Stothert in his 4th season here in Springfield. His team down by 4, 12-8 in set number 1. Sincero to serve once again, the Verplank, New York native. And a miss hit on the service. Diana Toro couldn't direct that one. And Salve Regina burns a timeout. So Western New England out of their own timeout, strings together 4 consecutive points. They've now made it a 3-point set, 12-9 the score. And Coach Parsons for Salve has to take a breather of her own, stop the momentum here. Each team allotted 2 timeouts per set. And you'll see a lot of times after a team goes on a prolonged run, 4, 5, 6 points, Coach will regather his team's thoughts, her team's thoughts. And that's exactly what Coach Parsons did. Still holding on to that 3-point lead are the Seahawks, 12-9. But Western New England on a 4-0 run right now. At the timeout, Sincero still to serve. Their team down by 3. The righty spins that one over. Bad set. Great recovery by Taylor. Violet blocked at the net. Saved by Toro. Back on the far side, it's Duggan over the top. Dug out by Wilmette on the near side. It's Cameron going to the back corner. But right at Toro. And on the near side, blocked at the net. Saved by Heffer. Tipped over by Western New England. Over to the far side, it's Duggan. Didn't get all of that one. Found Wilmette once again. That's blocked right at the net on Hadjisek. Heffer just tips it over. And we have a double hit. The Cave student section over to my left disagree with the call, as they always do. It's okay. Aaron McGloin on the service, got a piece of the net, saved beautifully by Cameron, and Hadjisek just has to send it over. Quick tip, and on the kill that time was Emily Lipinski of Salve Regina. So out of their timeout, the 2 in a row for the Seahawks. I think that 4 in a row, excuse me. No, it was 2. It was right the first time. Aaron McGloin service right to the number 13 counterpart, Casey Cameron. And Cameron on the kill that time. Casey Cameron, the senior from Reading. Second on the team, only behind Olivia Lathrop. She got a lot on that one.
Number 11, Kelsey Armstrong.
It'll be Cameron to serve. Not a lot of Olivia Lathrop in this first set. Budding star on this team. Koharski, Sincero, and mishit that time by Hadjisek. Got caught in the air too early and just had to tip it. And it went short into the net, so another point for the Seahawks. Holding on to that 5-point lead, it's 15-10. Served by Salve, kept alive by Cameron. On the far side, Hadjisek, and that will be in. A delayed call on that one, wasn't sure. But Western New England is able to call it in. Gets a little interesting at different instances. It's student workers that have the corner flags. They are essentially 3rd and 4th officials. The student workers in each corner call that respective end line and the nearest sideline to them. It was a late call, so we'll see what the officials have here. They are not officials. And it will be a point for Western New England. Got inside that yellow line on the court. It's pretty hard to see from up here, but down the court you are able to distinguish the yellow from the hardwood. But nonetheless, a point for the Golden Bears. It's 15-11 for Salve. On the near side, kill blocked and out of play. Lathrop got a piece of that, but it was Duggan's attack. And now they're going to say it never caught a piece of Lathrop and hit the net. And it's going to be this near side chair official who is at net height. I'm going to be honest, from my vantage point, I don't think that ever got over the netting on that one. Duggan appealing to this official for the call. And I also, I'm not trying to be biased, but I don't ever think that reached Lathrop over the net. I thought that got an awful lot of mesh. So it's 15-12 for Salve, still with a 3-point lead, set by Toro, defensively sent over by Beauregard. Opportunity here for the Golden Bears. Lathrop on another kill. That's blocked, but out of bounds by Salve. And I can see why they might be a little rattled. They feel like 2 calls in a row going against the Seahawks. And Western New England now making it a 2-point set. They trail 15-13. Service by Kaharski. Sent up very high towards the light. Blocked, and that one goes out. Lathrop got a piece of that. Also over there was Hajicek. Goes out of play. The point for the Seahawks. 16-13 they lead. Service kept alive by Cameron. On the far side, it's Hajicek. Way too much behind that one for Deanna Toro, excuse me. And a point for Western New England. 16-14 the score. Western New England chipping away. Only down by 2. Luke on the service. To Toro. Then I'll be tipped over the top, but right to Sincero. Set by Luke. On the near side. Right through the blockers is Kelsey Armstrong with the point. And we have a 1-point match right here. Chair official now having another discussion with that sideline judge. Coach Parsons not too pleased with it. And then momentarily there we saw the far side official point right, the chair official point left. This has Fail Mary Seahawks Packers replacement refs. Written all over it with that call right there, but we're back to the action. Saved by Armstrong, sent over from the back by Cameron. Dug out by Luke, set by Sincero, tipped over the top, and it's in. Tie ball game, 16 apiece. 16-16 the score. Western New England possibly getting the benefit of a couple of calls going their way in this first set. But they are tied at 16. And then they give the tie right back as Luke puts it into the net. So Salve Regina gets a break. They regain the lead 17-16. Deanna Toro to serve. Senior from Melrose. Leads the team with 329 digs entering tonight's game. LeVar side Lathrop, that right-hand swing right to Duggan. And that one all the way up to the ceiling, kept alive a couple of times off the ceiling, and then sent over but out of play. That's a tough play for anybody as that ball was right up here near these support beams holding up the roof. And Wilmette did everything she could to try to get that over, but just couldn't find the right angle to send it over. Toro's serve. Look out by Cameron. Set by Sincero, blocked at the net. That was Armstrong for Western New England. Set right down the middle. Duggan coming from behind. Great save by Cameron. And it's Armstrong this time going towards that back corner, but Toro has it. Duggan once again from back. Tipped over the top by Luke, but that's read by Western New England. Dug out by Cameron. Prolonged rally. Armstrong put it into the net. Armstrong was backpedaling on that opportunity. Didn't have a lot of room to work with. You cannot hit or hit around those poles on top of the net, the red and white. That signifies the out-of-bounds line. So even if it does hit it, ball is immediately dead. But Western New England was able to tie things up at 16 apiece, and then it's a 3-0 run for Salve Regina as they have regained their advantage here in the first set. 19-16 the score for the visitors, and it's been primarily Duggan with 2 kills, also Beauregard with 3. As a team for Western New England, they have 11 kills, both teams with 11 kills. 5 attack areas for the Golden Bears. Salve hitting 219, and Western New England 194. 2 blocks for Western New England, none for Salve. And out of the timeout taken by Western New England, their final one of this first set. It will be Salve to serve. Same one we had before the timeout, Deanna Toro. Libero on this team, the righty. Toward the back, right to Cameron. A Lathrop on that far swing. Tip, Toro has it. That kill opportunity saved by Kaharski. On the near side, a lot of power behind that. Great one-handed save by Duggan. Tipped over quickly by Salve. Set by Sinchero, and Lathrop for the tip. And that's kept alive. A diving full extension saved by Toro. With that miscommunication on the Salve side leads to the point for Western New England. That was a great effort by Deanna Toro. Full extension, full hand underneath that ball, popped it straight up, kept things alive. But Western New England eventually won the point, and a much-needed one at that. On the service, that was Wimet on the far side. Long time to wait. Mendez, that's kept alive at the net. Western New England just has to send it over defensively. They keep things alive for now. Duggan over to the far side once again on that kill, and a lot behind that one with Kat Mendez, the sophomore. Found the hole on that far side and passed Kaharski for the kill. So 20-17 the score. Western New England. Golden Bears hanging on. Down by 3. Lathrop. Smart play by Olivia Lathrop. Just tipped that one right over the top of the blockers. Former Division II volleyball player at Southern Connecticut State. Transferred to Western New England this year. Kornberg to serve. Spins that one. Salve keeps it alive. That's a tip right over the top. And diving to keep that one alive was Kornberg. She couldn't direct it into play. The team's trading opportunities 21-18 for Salve. Serving will be Mendez. Mendez, a sophomore from New Bedford. Floats that one over the top. Set on the far side, it's Sam Heffer. Getting a piece of that at the net are the Seahawks. Back over to that far side. Awful lot of power behind that one. That was Duggan. She picked out the target of Wimet. The only thing Wimet could do was send that one straight up and out of play. 22-18 for the Seahawks. They're closing in on set one. Mendez to serve once again. Mendez, getting a piece of that was Cameron. Took another chance. Floats that one into the top. Dug out by Duggan. Duggan with another opportunity. Just chips that one high. Sinchero. Opportunity by Cameron is dug out. Duggan once again on that far side. Answer by Wimet. Back over to the near side. It's Cameron. Sends that one very high. And then defensively sending it over is Toro. Sent at the net. Tipped over the top by Sinchero. Yes. Sinchero saw that the defenders were creeping to the side that they were anticipating her to set it to. And instead Sinchero, sophomore, just plopped that one over. And she'll serve once again. Sinchero, the sinker, just getting a piece of that were the Seahawks. Duggan on the far side. That's tipped. Kept alive on the dive by Kaharski. Opportunity for Cameron. Yes. Cameron gets it in just inside that yellow line. A big hit right there for Cameron. And she's done the heavy lifting so far for Western New England, but they still trail by 2. Sinchero on the service, out of play. Too much power behind that one. Sinchero trying to attack the backline defenders of Salve Regina, but over the top. Lipinski to serve. Correction, make that McGloin. Dug out right at the net. Kajusek. And we have an illegal hit right there for Western New England. And set point for Salve Regina. 24-20 they lead. Golden Bears will need a rally if they want to keep this one alive. McGloin on the service. Right to Cameron. Set by Luke. Back to Cameron on the near side. And that will be in play. Right in front of the Salve bench. And the defense was slow to rotate on that opportunity that Western New England capitalized on, working right down that sideline. They're still alive, 24-21. Kept alive, set over to the far side. It's dug in, blocked, and out of play. That went off of Heffer and Hadrusek. So set one goes to the visitors. Salve Regina, 25-21. They take set number one here on this Wednesday evening in a crucial matchup for both teams if they want to host some postseason games here, or at their home facility, make that. So we'll have a 3-minute break in between. And we have an announcement in the...
Grace's 2000 Digmark is nearly 800 bars than any other golden bear in WOD history. And at this stage, Grace is on track to rank among the top 10 in the entire history of all New England Division III volleyball players. Please join us in congratulating Grace Kuharski.
Well, it's Grace Kuharski having her 2,000th dig in her career, the most by anybody in Western New England volleyball history. So a nice moment there between her and head coach Brett Stothert. But even the individual accolade is nice. Her team dropped the first set 25-21. Western New England behind early in this one, as they were most of the time this past weekend. It's also a team that has fought back and had a lot of 5-set victories where they've come from behind and secured so much needed points. As a team, stats kind of evening out. 244 hitting percentage for the Seahawks, 238 for the Golden Bears. 15 kills for Western New England, 14 for Salve. 2 blocks for Western New England. 22-21 block dig advantage, for the Golden Bears. A very close set, but even still, Western New England was down by as many as 6 and 7 points. And we're able to even things out before Salve pulled away. Casey Cameron led the way for Western New England. She had 6 kills in that first set, also 4 digs. Kat Mendez, it was more of a scoring by committee effort by the Seahawks. Duggan with 3, Mendez with 3, McGloin with 3, Beauregard with 3, and Violet and Lipinski with 1. Those were all kills. 12 assists to Violet for Salve Regina and Western New England. On the other side of the ball, all 11 assists to Sinchero. Lathrop with 3 kills, Armstrong with 3 kills. Cameron leads everybody right now with 6 in 14 attack attempts. 1 service ace for Sinchero as well. Just as a reminder, you're watching this game live on the Golden Bears Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. Special thanks to the Office of Alumni Affairs and Alumni Association of Western New England University for this evening's broadcast. Reminder, play for Jody, the hashtag. You've seen all throughout tonight's broadcast. Tim Culverhouse with you on the play-by-play. Got a host of people here from Athletic Communications and Sports Information for this evening's broadcast here on GBSN. So out of the timeout, it will be Salve to start serving. Teams switching sides of the court. So the Seahawks in the blue uniforms will be hitting right to left, and the home Golden Bears in the whites. Sent over quickly by Violet. Opportunity on the far side. It's Armstrong. And that's blocked at the net. And I don't think that ever got over the top of the net, make that. Armstrong kind of had to wait for that ball to come down. And her team's trailing 1-0 early on. Dug out by Cameron. Lathrop on the tip. She keeps it alive. And then it's Kuharski keeping that one alive as well. Toro right down the middle. Great one-handed save by Cameron. But that goes right into the Golden Bear bench. And Salve is keeping things right where they were in set number 1. Attacking quickly and effectively. Cameron saved on that far side by Armstrong. Defensively sent over by Western New England. Beauregard on that far side. Dug out. And on the far side, attacked by Armstrong. She keeps it alive. Sinchero back to Armstrong. She goes for the tip. That's saved by Toro. Set by Violet. And on the dig, it's going to make its way all the way out of play on that far sideline. Smart read by Salve Regina, as there were two defenders over in that region, but decided to just let it drop. They're up 3-0 right now. Set by Sinchero, tipped over the top by Hadjasek. Beauregard reacts, is able to keep it alive. On the near side, it's Duggan that's saved. 50-50 ball over to Western New England side. Lathrop, dug out by Toro. And Western New England gets on the scoreboard in set number 2. After that, ball bounced around too many times on the Salve side. Luke into the game for Western New England. Immediately she will serve. Her team down by 2. Luke on the service. Saved on the far side. Tipped and blocked at the net by Olivia Lathrop. Armstrong was there as well. They're just trying to be sent over the top by Violet. Luke on the service once again to Toro. Over on the far side with that opportunity way too outside. Jennifer Duggan on that. Fouled that one off. And Western New England rallies all the way back and ties it at 3 in set number 2. On the service of Jenna Luke. Powerful serve. Kind of ate up Mendez there. Western New England with an attack opportunity here. Far side. Kelsey Armstrong blocked but out of play. The Salve blockers up front. Lipinski in the vicinity shifted towards Olivia Lathrop. But instead, the set went to Armstrong and she pounded it home. On the far side, blocked at the net, kept alive by Duggan, but never made it over the net. So another point for Western New England. They've rallied right back for 5 in a row. 5-3, they now lead. And Luke sticking to the hot hand. Softly sent over to Toro. On the near side, it's Beauregard. And her attack goes wide. Golden Bears with their best sequence of events this evening. Luke once again. Beauregard, that ball's right at the net. Not going to get over the top. And another strong serve by Jenna Luke. And that forces Coach Parsons to burn a timeout. Timeout for Salve. As Western New England's opened up a 7-3 lead in this second set. It's all been Jenna Luke.
And also, remember there will be a serving contest immediately following the second set tonight where you get a chance to win a WNE t-shirt.
7-3 the lead in this second set. 1-0 advantage for Salve. 15-8 are the Seahawks and 4-1 in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. 16-10, 4-0 for Western New England. Let's see if there's anything going on this evening in Commonwealth Coast Conference play. Curry up 2-1 over Gordon. Endicott's up 1-0 over Eastern Nazarene. And then Wentworth at University of New England, no update. Sent in, and right after the timeout, mishit on the service by Toro. Make it 8-3 for the Golden Bears. There's 9 teams in this conference for CCC play. Roger Williams, unbeaten, has the night off in conference play. Right at the net, Violet tipped over quickly by Lipinski on the far side. That was Armstrong, still kept alive briefly. Lathrop now on the kill, yes. Not a lot of power behind that one, but Lathrop placed that one perfectly. Toro using all of her 5'3" frame to try and jump out and grab it and get a piece of it, but needs to be closer to 5'5". Miss hit on the service. Beauregard just tips it over, but right there is Luke. Far side, Cameron. Another point for the Golden Bears. 10-3 they lead. No answer for Jenna Luke's service game in this second set. Stick with the hot hand. Luke to serve once again, the sophomore from Dumont, New Jersey, and then I think I jinxed that one. That serve goes out of play. I'll take the blame for that. But a great run right there for Western New England, 10 in a row. They have a 10-4 lead. Salve on the service to Duggan. Couple of quick hits, gets it over for Western New England. Far side, that's Lipinski right in front of Cameron. And Salve takes the point. And Coach Stothert having a discussion with that far side official. Another serve sent over right to Cameron. Far side, it's Armstrong. Too much power behind that one. And Armstrong got caught in the upswing. Almost like hitting a ball straight up on a baseball bat. Got underneath it too much and sent it long. Another serve. That one too much power behind it as Duggan sends it long and out of play. So Western New England regains the serve. They maintain the lead 11-6. Serving for the Golden Bears is Ouimet. Over Violet, the one-hand set behind it. That was an athletic play. Lathrop, yes. Olivia Lathrop on that great set by Jessica Sinchero. Just runs right behind her. Sinchero puts it on a tee. Lathrop powers that one right to the hardwood. 12-6 Golden Bear advantage. On the far side for Salve, Beauregard defensively sends it over. Far side kept alive by the Seahawks after Cameron sent it over. Dig by Ouimet, far side. That was Casey Cameron on this attack error. Wide on that opportunity. 12-7 lead for Western New England. Serving will be Toro. 14 aces on the season entering tonight. Right to Ouimet. Set. Lathrop. Yes. Olivia Lathrop sent Deanna Toro down to the court. That was a deer in the headlights look for Toro, as that was all of 6'1" Olivia Lathrop. Full swing, full power. Looked like she kind of took something off that, or else we may have seen some damage on the court. That one never gets over the top. Not sure if Heifer got a piece of that, or if the opportunity by, I believe that was McGloin, never got over the top of the net. But nonetheless, another point for Western New England. They're doubling up the Seahawks 14-7 in this second set. Served by Kornberg. Beauregard placed that one in a nice spot. Ouimet was cheating over toward the middle of the court, went out of play. Or went into play, excuse me. Looks like Coach Parsons and assistant Matt Ferreira on the far side, just asking about the rotation and substitutions for Western New England. That's what Coach Stothert was asking about before as well. Sent over by Fraga. The far side, it's Casey Cameron. Toro reacted well to that and kept it alive. Over the top, Ouimet, save, Sinchero, kill, Cameron in front of Mendez. Mendez got a piece of that, but couldn't direct it to a teammate. Instead, went right into the net and then fell to the court. 15-8 the score for Western New England. Sinchero to serve. The righty. And a miss hit on that one. Toro couldn't handle it. Service error, or return error, excuse me. And Sinchero, the team holding on to a 16-8 lead. This is the Golden Bears squad that is the main reason why they are 4-0 in conference play. Sinchero on the dig that time. Hadjusek quickly sends it over. Great reaction by Fraga, but a carry on the hit. Almost threw that one to try to keep it alive. Western New England, 17-8. They have the advantage. Sinchero out of play. Even if the Golden Bears had received some calls in that first set thanks to the student officials, that one was way out of play. No chance on that. Fraga to serve. Correction, that was another player. I have to look up the number. I apologize for not being able to identify it quickly. That one's kept alive. Diving save by Kaharski. And Luke defensively sends that one over. And it will be on the hardwood, falling down and out of play. On the service, it's Cap Mendez. Mendez served that last one. Numbers are kind of skinny on the Salve uniform, so I apologize for not being able to see it the first time. But it is Mendez serving once again. 17-10 lead for Western New England. Set. Cameron, yes. Casey Cameron goes to the left-hand side in front of Fraga. And Cameron is having herself an afternoon. Make it an evening. 8 points via a kill. She's hitting .333. Quick run-up. One-hand opportunity by Cameron. Couldn't keep it alive. A lot of power behind that hit from Aaron McGloin, the senior from West Islip, New York. Out on Long Island. And she gets the point now, the service. Down by 7 are the Seahawks. Sincero. Another kill right there. That's Kelsey Armstrong. Hits the arms and blockers of Salve Regina, but falls on their side, so a point for the Golden Bears. Inching closer to even things up at 1. 19-11 the score in set 2 after Salve Regina took the first set. This is Tim Culverhouse with you on this Wednesday evening inside the Alumni Healthy Living Center Gymnasium. In this CCC volleyball matchup, it's the battle for second place right now. Western New England at 4-0 on the year. Could still be half a game behind. Make that a full game behind. Excuse me. Raj Williams with a win. Salve would leapfrog Western New England for second place in the conference. Kaharski. To serve off the timeout by Salve Regina, out of play. Kaharski looking toward that end line once again, but goes all the way out. Served by Violet. Kept alive by Salve. That was right on the court. Lathrop with the left-handed tip, out of play. Just missed on that far side. Michael Jordan-esque on the switch hands midair. Went right to left and then can keep it in. It's Violet on the serve. Miss hit on the set opportunity by Sincero. And Salve has some life, down by 5 now, 19-14. Violet, low serve, dug out by Cameron. Far side is Armstrong. And Salve keeps it alive. No, they do not. Carry. Correction, double hit. So Western New England withstands a brief rally right there. Luke comes in for Hajicek. Both teams on the left-hand side serving this evening. A victory in set 1 for Salve and a lead for Western New England. That's blocked at the net. Opportunity for Lipinski, sent back to the place it came from by Lathrop and Armstrong. Golden Bears up by 7, 21-14, 4 points away from tying things here at 1. Dug out by Toro on the service at the net. That's going to be out of play. Looked like that was Toro, just sent that one wide. 22-14 now for Western New England. Luke's service sailed on her, out of play. Still comfy lead for Western New England. 22-15 the score. Sent over by Salve on the far side. Tipped into the top and kept alive by Lipinski. And then on the kill, diving save by Armstrong on the attack. Beauregard, her shot is blocked. Violet on the set. And tipped in. Not sure if that one got over. That was Mendez. Either way, falls to the hardwood. Western New England now needing 2 points to even things at 1. Serving will be Ouimet. Long run up here. Almost from the end, from the out of bounds line of the basketball court. Set by Violet. Far side, Beauregard just tips that one over. And in the vicinity, that was 2 and 3. Sinchero and Luke looked like they got a fingernail underneath it and kept it alive, but weren't able to find that second hit. 23-16 for the Golden Bears. Deanna Toro to serve for the visiting Seahawks. Right towards the net, and a couple of missed hits, but it works in favor of the Golden Bears. As McCloyne and Sinchero went up for both at the net, and Sinchero just got enough of it to push it over the top. And serving for the set will be Alona Kornberg. Alona on the knuckleballer. Sent right back to the net, and that's an easy one for Casey Cameron. It was like a bull seeing red. That ball just floated over nice and easy. That was like a set on her own side. And with that, Western New England emphatically ties things here at 1 set apiece. And we'll turn it over to our public address announcers. And as part of this Play for K event, or Play for Jody event, while you see all the orange here, Western New England University raising funding for Jody Lemoyne, the business manager of the Golden Bear Athletic Program. And giving away some of these t-shirts here. Donation for $1. All the proceeds going to the Lemoyne family. We'll see what they can do here as we've put some merchandise out on the floor. If you hit it with a serve, you win it. I'm going to step aside here for a moment, then we'll recap. The first 2 sets, we have it 1-1. Headed to set 3 and after this 10-minute break. We'll be right back for some more women's volleyball action in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. 1-1 the score between the Golden Bears and Salve Regina here on GBSN on this Wednesday evening with Tim Culverhouse.
Scotty, go home, Scotty. Go home.
Hey, at least she's having fun. That's what counts. She didn't so well. That's lovely. I'm happy. They need to lay these things out wider. Like open up the shirt like we're like running broke. It's like I can't afford to do it.
One more minute. If anybody's interested in taking their shot, one more minute. Thank you everyone for participating.
Welcome back inside the Alumni Healthy Living Center auditorium, or gymnasium, excuse me, here on GBSN, Golden Bear Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. This is Tim Culverhouse with you for GBSN. We just had our 10-minute intermission for the serving contest. Everybody, a lot of them wearing the orange T-shirts for the Play for Jody hashtag, which you'll notice in graphics you've seen all this evening. Part of an effort by the Western New England University community to raise funds and awareness for a dear member of the athletics department, the business manager, Jody Lemoyne, diagnosed with leukemia earlier this year. This athletic season is being played in his honor. There was a great pep rally a couple weeks ago with all the student athletes, and everything this year being done in honor of him. And we have these orange t-shirts that we've made for sale at different Western New England athletic events. And be sure to go to WNEGoldenBears.com to learn more about this great cause. In regards to tonight's contest, it's 1-1 for Western New England and Salve Regina, as Western New England won set number 2 after Salve won the opening one. And we'll head to a very important set number 3, with the teams coming off that 10-minute brief intermission. And the Golden Bears probably would have loved to just keep going in that 10-minute stretch, because they were hot as they opened up a big lead and then took set number 2 25-16. It was 25-21 for Salve Regina in that first set. Olivia Lathrop, an impact player for the Golden Bears, 8.5 points on 7 kills. Also 2 attack errors. And Beauregard for Salve, 5 kills, 1 assist, 2 errors, 3 digs. For the visiting Seahawks, as we make our way back out onto the court, Tim Culverhouse with you on GBSN. Golden Bears will receive the serve in set number 3. Or correction, they will actually be serving in set number 3, my apologies. But the Golden Bears will be ready to begin things here momentarily in this third set. Hitting right to left or across your computer screen. It'll be Cameron to serve for the Golden Bears in the white uniforms with blue trim, and Salve in the blue with white. And on the first service, it is Cameron over the top, dug out by Fraga. On the far side, it's Duggan, and Salve opens up with a 1-0 lead in set number 3 thanks to Duggan's kill. Leads the team, averages 3.3 kills per set. On the service, and it's Armstrong on the kill, way too much behind that. And she evens things up here, 1-1 in set number 3 early on. Same score we have in this match, 1-1. It's Kaharski to serve this time. Right at the net, and right through the blockers, that's Lipinski, a junior from nearby Hamden, Massachusetts, Minnetonka High School. Smoked that one right through the arms and fingertips of the Golden Bears. 2-1 lead. Service, that was Fraga. Correction, make that Duggan. Out of play on the attack error for Western New England. It's Duggan to serve once again, the senior from Merrimack, New Hampshire. Leads his team in kills, also 38 aces and 11 blocks. Got a piece of net on that service. Set on the far side, it's Hadjusek, and that goes out of play. And the official says it was tipped. And it goes out. So Western New England able to get back on the scoreboard, down by 1, 3-2 the score. Luke to serve. Luke just over the top of the net. On this near side, it's Beauregard, and Beauregard's hit sneaks between Lathrop and Armstrong for the point. Diana Toro to serve for the Seahawks. Same color scheme as the NFL team. Toro's service finds the arm of Cameron on the far side. Lathrop has to readjust her run, but she still is able to find the court. Great adjustment by her once again. We saw Lathrop do that early on where she was in midair and switched from right to left hand. But the Golden Bears able to come away with the point. Service by Ouimet. Dug out. On the near side is Beauregard once again. One-handed dig opportunity by Kaharski. Sends that one wide. And it's Salve with the 5.53 lead. Fraga to serve. No run-up, just a leg kick and go like a pitcher. Lathrop has to readjust herself on that, set by Sincero. Out of play. Make it 6-3 now for the visitors. 7-3. I was going to say, it's only 6-3, isn't it? And Western New England able to get the point. 6-4 the score. So it is 7-4. Service, it's Kornberg. Dug out by Fraga on the far side. That opportunity was Mendez. And then a miscommunication as Kornberg was able to find the end of that serve. Send it home. So it is 8-4. That is correct. Okay, 8-4 is the score. Thank you. Serving will be Mendez for Salve Regina. Luke. And a big opportunity there for Western New England as Cameron finds the home. 8-5 Western New England trails. Golden Bears and Salve in a tight one here in Springfield. Sincero skims off the net. Violet is there. On the far side, Duggan. That tiptoes the top of the mesh. That's blocked and then sent under the net by the Golden Bears. Heffer. A couple of consecutive net plays where that ball really hung out on top of that net for a split second. That sent off the timing. Service finds Kaharski. And on the far side, just sending that one over was Cameron. Blocked at the net. 50-50 ball. And Duggan off the head of Ouimet. Keeps it in, and it goes out of play. I hate to say it, but that's how to use your head. Ouimet takes that one off the forehead cheek and gets a smile and a row of handshakes on that play. Okay. Carly Skabinski for the Golden Bears is out after a concussion. So can't really afford any more. Diving opportunity by Sincero. Defensively sent over by Kuharski. And a missed hit as Violet just tried to dunk that one over the top, but instead put it into the net. She was too close to it. And it's 9-7 in favor of Salve, but Western New England creeping closer. On the service from Cameron, it's dug out. Tipped up the middle, kept alive. Third hit by Violet sends it over. Cameron set by Sincero. Got a piece of the net. Made Armstrong. And then Duggan sends that one over. Dug out well by Cameron. Let's try Armstrong once again. Yes. Kelsey Armstrong finds the slot. Right next to Fraga for the point. So 1-point lead once again for Salve. Miss hit on the serve, but Salve is able to get it over. Hadjasek on the kill. One hand save by Toro. Still alive. Defensively sent over from the back by Mendez, and it goes out of play. Tie score 9-9. We are deadlocked here in set 3, 1-1 in this match. Service. Fraga. Set. Violet. Duggan on the far side. Blocked and straight up. Duggan tries it again immediately and sends that into the net. Duggan tried to go right back after it was blocked. As that ball was falling down, she just hit it too low into the net. Kept alive at the net, 50-50 ball. But Duggan once again. Too much power behind it. Another attack error for her. (11-9) the score now for Western New England. Far side. That is blocked and out of play right in front of Duggan. She went for the kill. That was Heifer and Hadjusek getting a piece of that. 1 point game. 11-10 in favor of Western New England, but Salve serves. Set. We're going to try the near side for Armstrong. Block kept alive by Kaharski. Set by Sinchero once again. Hadjusek goes to the tip, and yes. Hadjusek just touched enough of that one. Lipinski got a piece of it, but couldn't control that ball. Golden Bears up by 2 once again. On the service. It's kept alive. We're try Duggan on the near side. A lot of power behind that opportunity. Goes out of play. And teams trading opportunities and points in this third set. It's a 12-11 lead for the Golden Bears. Served over by Duggan. The dig goes all the way back to the other side of the court. Blocked at the net and then tipped over immediately by Lipinski. That was Mendez on the far side who tried to send the kill over right away. 12-12 the score. It's Duggan to serve. Duggan spins that one over. Kaharski got a piece of it. Lathrop. Yikes. Jessica Sinchero set that one right in Olivia Lathrop's wheelhouse, and she did not miss. Jenna Luke to serve with her team just regaining the lead, 13-12. Luke's service. Beauregard's forced to just send it over immediately. Set by Luke. Blocked at the net, kept alive by Cameron. And it's Armstrong who can get it over the top. And the tie game once again, 13 apiece. Dana Toro to serve now for Salve. Seahawks in blue, Golden Bears in white. Kaharski digs it out. Set. Lathrop on that run. Able to get it over, then sent back quickly on top of the net. Armstrong. Double hit on Western New England. And the Seahawks with the lead, 14-13 the score. Toro on the service. Armstrong with Lathrop as the decoy is able to settle that one in on this sideline. Tied at 14. Serving is Womet. Out of play. Just out of that end line. 15-14 for Salve. Service by Fraga. Caught at top by Kaharski. Opportunity for a Lathrop is blocked. And a Lathrop tried to go for the block of the McGloin shot, but hit it straight down onto her own side. 2-point advantage for the Seahawks, 16-14. In set number 3, serving is Fraga. Kept alive at the last second by Luke. Lathrop's kill is blocked. And McGloin and Mendez both got a piece of that one, and a timeout taken by Western New England. Great block up front by the Seahawks. Mendez and McGloin read that play well. And the Seahawks with the 3-point advantage in set number 3, 17-14 the score. Teams tied at 1 set apiece. Western New England looking to stay unbeaten in conference play, while Salve would love to hop over the Golden Bears in the conference standings. The winner of this game will be alone in second place. Western New England would be 5-0, or Salve would be 5-1. Golden Bears with 3 conference games remaining. Salve Regina only with 2 after tonight.
Now serving the Seahawks, number 5, Taylor Violet.
Taylor Violet to serve. Correction. Fraga to serve. Going to go up by Cameron. Tipped over the top by Lathrop, but Violet is there. Over to the far side, it is Mendez. Goes to Wimette. Near side, Casey Cameron. Yes, she goes cross court for the winner. Out of the timeout, a much needed point for Western New England. They're still trailing. Only a 2-point deficit right now. 17-15 is the score for Salve. Kornberg serve once again. That's in. Behind that line, that was Fraga. Set by Sincero. Cameron, yes. Casey Cameron on the great set by Sincero. Sincero leads this team in assists. Reason why right there. Kornberg service to Toro. Far side. Miss hit, but then kept alive by Western New England. Try that far side once again. Tip diving save by Jenna Luke. Kornberg sends it over. Fraga got a piece of it. Fraga has to send it defensively over. Luke sets from behind. It's Kornberg. Diving save by Toro. On the far side, it's Mendez. Yes. Kat Mendez around the blockers. Sincero and Sam Heffer gets the point for the Seahawks. A very long rally on that one. And it's 18-16 for the Seahawks. Served over by Salve. On the near side, just tipped over the top. Smart play by Cameron. Casey Cameron found the hole in the defense and landed that ball right there. Only a 1-point deficit for Western New England. Sincero to serve. Sincero knuckles it. Miscommunication and miss hit. And we're tied at 18. That ball had late movement to it. A great two-seamer by Sincero. A sink action on that. Right as it reached the recipients of that serve, it's Sincero. Can she dial up on this one? Straight ball goes all the way to Frog on the far side. Duggan's opportunity is blocked. Try one more time. This one sent over. Cameron now. Hadjusek got a lot on that one. High dig ball lobbed up in the air. Violet defensively sends it over. Gaharski, Sincero, far side, Cameron. Great dig off the hardwood by Toro, keeps it alive. And that's Heffer. Violet. Now over to Fraga. Duggan has to send it over, and it will be a violation on Salve. It looked like Duggan got a piece of the net. And Western New England with the lead late in set number 3. 19-18 is the score. Also a year a lot of people in New England remember 1918. Sent over. Tipped over the top. Kept alive by Western New England. And it's Cameron. Yes, Casey Cameron on the kill right in front of Deanna Toro. And the Golden Bears force Coach Parsons to take a timeout as they lead 20-18. They could rally and take an upset third set victory. They can keep things rolling like they are right now after Salve led for most of this third set. Western New England up 20-18. Team leaders for the Golden Bears, it's Cameron with 14 kills. Lathrop with 10, both in double digits. Armstrong with 9, right behind. 30 assists for Sincero. For Salve, Duggan with 8, and Beauregard with 7. Golden Bears chipped away and are now able to have the lead late in this third set. 20-18 is the score. Out of the timeout, we have the official on the scorers table, just checking in with some substitutions and timeouts remaining. 20-17. Okay. So there was a scoring error before. There was an extra point added to Salve Regina earlier in this set, and that was what I was confused about. At about the 9-10 point mark, I thought I saw a Salve lead increase by 2, and it has finally been corrected out of the timeout, so it is a 20-17 lead for Western New England. Golden Bears up by 3. Get an extra point off that. Quick kill right down the middle by McGloin. Out of the timeout, Salve gets exactly what they wanted and what they needed. Still down by 2, but the Golden Bears maintaining the lead off the service, far side. Cameron, yes. Casey Cameron works it around the blockers, and she's able to get it just inside that end line. 21-18 is the score. Cameron to serve, up by 3. On the serve, low dig, down the middle once again. Too easy for Lipinski. That rotation left an awful lot of room on that right-hand side of the defensive formation for Western New England. Salve not going away. 21-19 in this third set. Served by Violet. The dig goes over. Far side, it's dug in. Blocked and out of play off the defender, so another point for Salve Regina. I wish. Timeout Western New England. Coach Stothart saw that 3-point lead dwindle down to 1. The Golden Bears still hanging on to the advantage, but it has been reduced in this third set. Golden Bears with the 1-point lead. Teams tied at 1 set apiece. This is a big one, as the team in the next set that wins set number 3 will have an opportunity to close things out here in a CCC game. We'll take another look around the rest of the conference and the conference scoreboard. Curry comes away with a 3-1 victory over Gordon, and Endicott also a victor tonight. 3-0 sweep over Eastern Nazarene, and then University of New England's up 2-0 over Wentworth. And our score here, 1-1 in this third set, 21-20 lead for the home team and the Golden Bears. Over the top, Kaharski, diving save by Sinchero, keeps the play alive. On the near side, it's Beauregard, goes for the tip, and it's a point for Western New England. Scrambling moments there for the Golden Bears, but they're able to withstand it and get the point back. Holding on to that advantage, Western New England, 22-20 the score. Kaharski to serve. Kaharski on the service. Lathrop, yes, Olivia Lathrop took the miss hit by Salve Regina. Coach Parsons takes another timeout. But Lathrop saw that one harmlessly coming towards her from the Salve perspective. And Lathrop just took her time and punched it out to that back corner for the point. This will be the last time out for Coach Parsons in this third set. But only the possibility of 2 points remaining in it. Good time to use one. 23-24 the Golden Bears. Here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. Special thanks to the Office of Alumni Affairs and Alumni Association for this evening's broadcast on GBSN. Tim Culverhouse with you. Nick, Arthur, Hannah doing the camera work and the graphics for you on this Wednesday evening as we approach an hour and a half of this evening's match. Golden Bears 2 points away from a 2-1 lead. Kaharski on the service. Beauregard gets it. They're going to go back to her on the far side. And Western New England had a chance after Sincero deflected it toward the net. But quick, that ball bouncing around very quickly. Too hot to handle. Hot potato. So Salve out of the timeout, reduces it. 23-21 they trail. Duggan on the serve. That found Cameron. Gonna try Lathrop, and she knew she mishit it as soon as that ball left her hand. Too high on that swing. And now it's only a 1-point lead for the Golden Bears. 23-22 they lead. This one might be destined for extra points. Cameron on the service once again. Far side, Hadjusek, never mind. Carolyn Hadjusek absolutely smoked that ball right past the defender, and it's set point now for Western New England. We're watching our own broadcast, and it's basically like an instant replay with the delay we have, but pretty fun to watch. So set point for Western New England. Service by Jenna Luke. Opportunity, and it goes out of play on the attack error by Aaron McGloin. And Western New England takes set 3, 25-22. They will have an opportunity to close out Salve Regina in the fourth set, coming up in a few moments. I'll step aside for that time, and then we'll be back for set number 3 with the Golden Bears up 2-1 over Salve Regina. Tim Culverhouse with you here on GBSN. Alrighty, welcome back. It is time for the fourth and maybe final set. We'll wait and see. Western New England with a 2-1 lead. Salve serves to begin this fourth set. And the block by Salve Regina. And then we have a miss hit on the Seahawks. Salve coaching staff wanted a fourth hit, as though that ball never crossed the net. But instead it is Western New England's point to begin things here in this fourth set. Crazy moment there, but the Golden Bears have a 1-0 lead in this fourth set. Golden Bears in the home white uniform, Salve in the blue on this Play for Jody kickoff event, all in honor and fundraising and raising awareness for business manager Jody Lemoyne of the Western New England Athletic Department, diagnosed with leukemia the early part of this school year. See the game officials wearing orange and most of the crowd wearing orange tonight as well. Attack through by Kelsey Armstrong for the point. Yes, 2-1 the score for Western New England in this fourth set. It's been a while since I did a volleyball game. I think the last time I may have done volleyball was that day where we actually had to switch courts because the air conditioning broke in here at the early part of September. So it's nice to be back inside a dry gymnasium that isn't boiling hot. Beauregard on the tip, getting back to the action. Then Sincero on the tip, kept alive, but can't be handled by Salve Regina. A point for the Golden Bears. And going back to that, that was the WNE Invitational where there were 4 teams in action, and the air conditioning broke inside the gym. It was hot, it was uncomfortable, it was about 85 degrees outside. But with rain pounding outdoors and low 50s, high 40s temperatures, it's nice to be inside tonight. Lathrop on that kill. I'm going to stop talking about the weather and go back to the fact that Lathrop just dropped a bomb down the middle of the court to increase the Golden Bear lead to 4-1. Serving, once again, is Womette. That's sent over on the dig. Far side, Cameron, great save to keep it alive by Toro. Defensively sent over by Salve. Lathrop, yes, Olivia Lathrop right past Kat Mendez for the point. And Western New England up 5-1 in this fourth set. A fourth set victory here would give Western New England the match and a very big win late in the season. Also, it's not a 3-game losing streak. As I say that, Womette's serve goes long. 5-2 early in this fourth set. Diana Toro to serve. 5-2. Salve trails. Western New England with the lead. Here on GBSN. Toro's service. Right to Womette. Cameron on the far side. She tries to go cross court, but Toro is there. Another cross court opportunity, this time from Salve's Mendez. Let's try Cameron down the middle. Yes. Cameron sneaks it between Toro and Duggan. Both of them diving. Toro right, Duggan left. May have kept it alive for a second, but the chair official on this near sideline, quick to react, said no, hit the floor. So 6-2 lead for Western New England. Kornberg to serve. Knuckles that one to Duggan in the back. Beauregard on the far side, a lot of power, but Kornberg is there. And miscommunication between Kornberg and Cameron, that has to drive a coach crazy. That's just a loose ball, easy set, but Kornberg and Cameron just kind of let that one fall to the floor. An error by Western New England gives the point in service back to Salve Regina with Chrissy Fraga. To the ground is Womette. Heffer's kill, yes. Sam Heffer haven't called her name much tonight, but gets that one through the block. And a point for the Golden Bears. They are up 4 in set number 4. Sincero to serve. Jerome knuckles that one over. It's killed. Opportunity by Mendez. Saved. On the far side, Cameron is blocked. And the power behind that ball actually sent it past everybody on the Western New England side. Violet and McGloin combining for that block. Mendez to serve for Salve. Western New England up by 3, 7-4. Mendez's serve. Finds Ouimet. No, it's going to be Cameron on the near side. Tried to go cross court, but Fraga was there. Duggan, not a lot on that one. Just tried to touch that over the net. But instead, caught it on the low point of the set and punched it into the netting. 8-4 lead, Golden Bears. Luke to serve. And Luke doesn't get all of it, sends it into the net. Service error for Western New England. 8-5 lead still for the Golden Bears. McGloin on that service. Sinchero sets right along the net, but she did get a piece of it. Double hit, actually, excuse me. But Sinchero was pushed toward the net. And an awkward return. McGloin on the service once again. Kaharski sends that one up. On the near side, Hadjusak. And that may have caught the shoulder or chest of McGloin on that attack. Just couldn't get the arm in front of it. So the Golden Bears get the point. And the service with Kaharski, senior from Avon, Connecticut. Near side is Duggan. Got a piece of the net and a couple pieces of Golden Bears. Hadjusak's on kill right in front of Duggan and Lipinski. Western New England opening up a bit here. 10-6 is the advantage. Kaharski still serving. Violet can't corral that one as Mendez's dig carried right to the bottom of the net. 11-6 is the advantage. Kaharski to serve once again. Spins that one towards Fraga. Blocked, but still on the Golden Bears side as Lipinski was able to get it off the arm of Lathrop and fell to the turf. Still alive. Far side Armstrong's kill. Sent straight up by the blockers. Violet on the set. Diving opportunity by Cameron goes out of bounds. So Salve takes the point. 11-8 the score for Western New England. Violet serves. Right to Cameron. Lathrop on the quick one. Right from Sinchero, and that was bang bang on that play. Off the blockers, so Western New England takes the point. Jenna Luke serving. Luke all the way to the back toward Mendez. Then Beauregard, oh, that one sends it over the top. Armstrong was retreating, still able to send it over. Duggan's kill opportunity sent skyward. Sinchero serves Lathrop on that runaround. Good rotation at the end by Mendez to keep it alive. Then Duggan floats that one to Luke. Lathrop. Now it's Beauregard. Beauregard to Kaharski. And a violation on Western New England. Longer rally. That ball went over the net about 7-8 times before the point finally came. Served over by Duggan, and it's an ace. Duggan right in front of Kaharski. Good for the point. Only a point for the Golden Bears as Salve Regina trying to stay alive here and stave off elimination. And Duggan served well out of bounds. Western New England, second to last home game of the year. The Golden Bears will be back here in Springfield to close out the regular season on November 1st. Kept alive by Luke Sincero. Late throw. Not her most glamorous kill. Not the most power behind that. But a point's a point. It's a line drive in the scorebook, is what I've always been told with a bunt single. Nope, still goes down as the same hit. Violet on that serve. Lathrop got a piece of it, deflected it to Sincero. Then Lathrop floats it over the top. And Lipinski and Violet had a bit of a you take it, I got it, or I'm going to get that analogy right one broadcast. I always forget which one it is, but either way, point Western New England. I'm going to stop trying to be cute. Deflected off the net. Toro very high, and Mendez defensively sends that over. Far side, miss hit. Attack error, Casey Cameron. Sincero, but that went up about 3 or 4 feet in the air, and as it was coming down, Cameron caught off the wrong foot. Still 4-point lead for the Golden Bears, 15-11 with Toro to serve. Toro on backs on that one. Sincero quickly sends it over, but Toro's there. And a bad set by Violet. That was too far in front of Aaron McLoyne. The Golden Bears with that 5-point lead in this 4th set. Playing very comfortably with the lead is Western New England. Kornberg, Alona Kornberg to serve. Fair Lawn, New Jersey, the freshman. Now it's Sincero. She goes far side to Cameron. And Cameron looked like she was going cross court, but instead, almost like a quarterback looking off as safety, she held Duggan on this near side. Then Cameron just placed it along that back corner on the far side of the court for the point. 6-point lead, Western New England. Kornberg's serve out of bounds. Substitutions for both teams. Golden Bears with the 5-point difference. Chrissy Fraga to serve. Third with 17 aces for this Salve team entering tonight. Ouimet, Sincero, far side. Cameron blocked at the net, but out of bounds. Off the hand of McGloin. And looked like Violet was over there too. Hajicek in. But it's Sincero to serve for the Golden Bears. And the dig all the way over. Cameron had an opportunity. Couldn't find the right hit on that one, but it's back to Kaharski. Sincero over to Cameron. Answer by Toro. Running in, setting it was Violet. And then quickly sent over by Mendez. Sincero, near side, Hajicek. Yes. That got deflected to the net by Mendez. And it altered its flight path just enough to go out of the reach of that backside defender. And Western New England is 6 points away from a 3-1 victory here in the HLC. 2-1 in favor of the Golden Bears. 19-12 in set 4. This is Tim Culverhouse with you here on GBSN, the broadcast home of Western New England University Athletics. We'll have another one for you tomorrow night as Western New England field hockey will be back in action at 7 o'clock. And we'll have that broadcast for you here on GBSN. Golden Bears, as this fall season begins to wind down, the winter season's right around the corner. The weather will tell you just the same. And just a preview of tomorrow's broadcast. 7 p.m. face-off. Field hockey program takes on Mount Holyoke out at Golden Bears Stadium. It'll be a cold one, but luckily for us here on the broadcast team, we'll be inside. Window open makes it a little chilly, though. Not the worst thing in the world, but as I said, we get back to the action here. Western New England with that 7-point lead, and a miss hit right there for Sincero. Might have been looking at the player she was sending that to instead of the ball. 6-point lead, nothing to write home about just yet. Western New England will receive the Mendez serve, and it's Ouimet Cameron dug out by Mendez all the way back over the net. Tip drill on Heffer, but that's still kept alive. Duggan's kill, and that one will be in. Duggan's attack right along this near sideline. Might have got a piece of the paint. Mendez to serve. Mendez knuckles that one right to Kaharski. Sinchero on the set. Cameron's attack is blocked. Try it again. Now we're going to the far side with Hadjusek. Over the top right to Mendez. And that is kept alive by Heffer. Tipped over immediately by Hadjusek. Opportunity for Salve Regina. Duggan's blocked. Saved. Far side. Cameron. That's tipped straight up. Near side. Duggan once again blocked and out of play. That was out of play on the near sideline. So Salve with the point. 19-15 the score, and then that one goes out of play on the service. And Western New England, we had a scoreboard issue there for a second. It said 20-15 a second ago, and it wasn't right. Now it is. 20-15 to score for the Golden Bears. 5 points away from a big win here in the HLC. Casey Cameron, the senior, to serve. Low dig. Near side, it's Duggan, blocked and kept alive. Great teamwork there. It's then Sinchero's attack goes into the net. Don't see many times Jessica Sinchero get the full windup. Generally, she just taps that over in the air or the two-hander. It's an error. McGloin serving. Far side. Right through the blockers. Kelsey Armstrong. Boom. Western New England closing in on the victory. Kaharski to serve. 21-16 advantage for the home Golden Bears. Violet quickly sends it over. Sinchero's right there. Hadjusek tips it over quickly, but right to Fraga. Near side, Duggan blocked and out of play. Good rotation by Hadjusek and Lathrop to answer the attack of Duggan, but they couldn't control the ball. It goes out of play. Violet's service right to Armstrong. Now on the near side, it's Hadjusek, and she sends it into the net. Now things get a little uncomfortable on the Western New England side. That 6-point lead has whittled its way down to 3. Salve Regina showing signs of life. Violet on the service. Right to Cameron. Tipped over by Lathrop. 50-50 ball. It's Kaharski, and we have a violation on Western New England, and it's a 2-point game. And Coach Sothart is forced to take a timeout as Salve will not go quietly. They make it a 2-point game. 21-19 lead for Western New England. 2-1 set lead for the Golden Bears, but far from over yet. As Western New England, I think they were going to cruise to a victory in this fourth set and send things home, but Dickie Vitale, not so fast, my friend. No, not Dickie Vitale, the College Game Day. Lee Corso, excuse me. Wrong ESPN personality. Out of the timeout by Western New England. 21-19. They still have the lead, but Salve has put together a quick little run here to make it a 2-point game. Sinchero, Lathrop. Set was a little high, but Lathrop in that 6'1", about an extra 1.5 on the wingspan, was able to come up with it and just place it over the top of the defenders. So the Golden Bears get a much-needed point out of that timeout. Still up by 3 points away from victory. Jenna Luke on the service. Goes short. Dug out by Western New England. Lathrop on the kill. Yes! Bounced around on the net. And it does go over for the point for Western New England. That was a great serve by Luke right in front of Toro. She had to adjust at the last second to even get a piece of that. Jenna Luke to serve once again into the net. Bad time for a service error to give Salve hope once again. Jennifer Duggan to serve, the outside hitter. Senior Merrimack, New Hampshire. Duggan serve. Got a piece of Cameron and inbounds. Can't hear through the headset, but not sure if there was any communication from the bench or her teammates. That was in or out. Duggan to serve once again. 23-21 Western New England. Cameron does get that one right towards the net. Sincero, 50-50 ball. It lands on the Golden Bears point. As Salve Regina had a piece of that, but couldn't find the next hit. And it's match point for Western New England. To serve will be Kendra Ouimet. Spins that one over. Dug out by Duggan. Violet defensively sent over. Here's the opportunity Western New England wants. Far side, Cameron over the top. Yes! Game, set, match. Western New England remains perfect in the Commonwealth Coast Conference with a big 3-1 victory over Salve Regina. And you can see that play develop going back to that last one. Cameron was able to come away with the match-ending point as Salve had to defensively send it over. That set things up perfectly for Western New England, and they are able to close it out here with a 25-21 victory. Take a quick look at the stats before we sign off for tonight. Golden Bears dropped the first set 25-21, and then it was all Western New England, 25-16, 25-22, and 25-21. They come away with the win. Western New England was led by Olivia Lathrop. She had 18 kills, and Kelsey Cameron with that last one. Team high 19 in 44 attacks, 364. She hit Lathrop right behind, 361, and then another player in double digits, Kelsey Armstrong, with 12, and she hit 176. 47 assists for Jessica Sincero. Three players with 10 digs apiece in Sincero, Cameron, and Ouimet. And Kaharski led the Golden Bears with 12 digs, and 3 aces each coming from Sincero and Jenna Luke. Most of those came in that prolonged run that got Western New England back into this game. On the other side of the ball for Salve Regina, only 2 players in double-digit kills. Duggan with 12 and Beauregard with 10, but Duggan held to hit only 43%, or 0.43%, on the night. Violet with 36 assists and 2 aces coming from Duggan. And Toro led the way with 22 kills. So the Golden Bears come away with a big win. They move to 17-10 overall, 5-0 in the CCC. Snap a 3-game losing streak. They are 7-2 here in the HLC Fieldhouse in 2014. And Salve Regina falls to 15-9 and 4-2 in the conference. So the Golden Bears and Roger Williams, the only 2 teams unbeaten in CCC play, moving forward. Reminder once again, we'll have another broadcast for you tomorrow night as the field hockey team takes on Mount Holyoke College. Face off at 7 p.m. Expect the pregame show between 6:45 and 6:50. But with that, we're going to wrap things up here in the HLC Fieldhouse. Final score, once again, 25-21 in the fourth set, a 3-1 victory for Western New England University Women's Volleyball in the CCC matchup over Salve Regina. For everybody here at GBSN, thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast on the Golden Bears Sports Network, powered by the PAC Network. And we are going to sign things off here. This is Tim Culverhouse from Springfield. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and have a good rest of your Wednesday evening. Good night.